The Varsity team has had such a fantastic season this year, taking over victory after victory. We spoke with one of the up-and-coming team members about the experience.
Some of the last ones we had, I think, about 2 weeks ago, we went up to a high school out there in Savannah Military School, shot our last competition of the high school season, and we won there, and we went the whole season undefeated. And I think one of the biggest ones was going to nationals up in Anniston, Alabama, and we got first there too.
Varsity is definitely a commitment. Students spend a lot of time practicing and perfecting their skills, but for the team, it was all worth it.
Best part is probably the friendships come through it and everything, and the competitiveness. It's very fun to go out there and get to do it. And probably the worst part is you have no life. You're always practicing, always doing something, going to a match, whatever it is.
The Varsity team have certainly seen success this season and we're all eager to see what come of their victories. Deontay Dozier, the 912.
With growing tensions in the east between Ukraine and Russia, many citizens and students are growing concerned about the situation and how it may play out. We here at the 912 decided to sit down and discuss these concerns with one of our CCHS staff members who has been keeping up to date with these events.
Brian Benton is a teacher here at CCHS. While he mainly teaches AP U.S. History and Economics, he was able to give some insight as to the cause of the invasion of Ukraine.
My understanding, what I've seen on the news, is that President Putin in Russia is trying to retake some of the former territory in the Soviet Union, and he's been attacking their cities, trying to obtain the control of the nuclear power plants there, and he wants to bring the Soviet Union back together, as far as I'm aware.
Mr. Benton goes on to say that while we should continue to monitor the situation, our primary concern should still be for the people in Ukraine that are fighting for their homes, and not for our own personal safety. While at this moment we do not know if this war will be a campaign for long-term expansion, there are no clear signs of direct American involvement, aside from humanitarian aid. Mr. Benton goes on to talk about some of the attempts at resolution and other ways that surrounding countries are supporting the Ukraine.
Resolution is going to be tricky. I know that all of the European Union nations and the United States have placed economic sanctions on Russia, trying to put pressure on them to stop what they're doing. A lot of the nations of NATO, the military alliance that the United States and most of Western Europe are a part of, have been sending Ukraine weapons, and not necessarily soldiers and troops, but the materials needed to fight against Russia. So hopefully they'll continue to put economic and military pressure on Russia. And as far as the government's concerned, trying to negotiate an end to this as quickly as possible.
For more information on the Ukrainian war effort and ways that you can support it, visit war.ukraine.ua. This is Jared Bryan, the 912.
Young Georgia Authors is a writing competition to encourage students to develop their enthusiasm for and expertise in their writing, as well as to provide a setting to celebrate their writing successes. It also aims to recognize student achievement in arts and academics. Today, we interview Ms. Nikolai to ask her a bit more about just what goes on in this competition.
Hi, I'm Tracy Nikolai. I am the AP Lang and American Lit teacher here at the high school, and I sponsor Young Georgia Authors. So we accept all forms of writing, including poetry, and we encourage all students to enter the program and submit their writing. So we honor the top 3 winners for each grade level. So 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, we all have 3 winners. And those winners will be given certificates at the end of the competition, as well as the first place winner will be sent on to the regional competition. Regionals then go on to state. I think any students interested in writing should pursue it, should enter. At the very least, they're going to have their stories read by other people, and at the most, they can be honored as being winners.
Congratulations to our regional participants. For 9th grade, Madison Mosley and Faith Schaefer. For 10th grade, Gavin Curry, Amelia Kay, and Olivia Ackerman. For 11th grade, Hannah Olson, Chaotic Gibson, and Drea Robinson. And for 12th grade, Allison Browning, Lexi Mohammed, and Rebecca Rayleigh. Rodney Holmes, the 912.
Hey Wildcat fans, our spring sports are all close to mid-season form as region play has now begun to kick off for most of us. Let's see how they're doing. The varsity baseball team has a current record of 4-6-1 after being defeated in their region opening doubleheader last week against Colquitt in both games. They will take a break in region play and face Fernandina Beach on Tuesday at home. The varsity tennis team is currently on a hot streak right now after defeating Coffee this past Friday and then defeating Colquitt on Monday to get another region win and improve their record to 7-4. The girls soccer team continues to rack up their scoring as they listed 9 goals in their previous matchup against Wayne County in a 9-0 shutout victory. Our boys soccer team is currently 3-4-2 after defeating Frederica 5-0 last Tuesday, and they play Colquitt after multiple postponements this Tuesday on the road. Ben McManigal, the 912.
Have any story ideas for the 912? Head on over to CamdenAV.com. Hit Story Ideas, and fill out the form accordingly. We will contact you if we choose your story and schedule anything from interviews to video coverage.